Good morning, everybody, and welcome in to the Eden Prairie Community Center. We have semi-final tournament hockey for you this morning. The boys are fired up. They're ready to go. SDP 2014 selects versus the 2015 Blades White team. The Minnesota Blades are a formidable opponent. They went 3-0 in pool play, winning games handily. They beat the 2014 SDP Premier team by a score of 9-2. They beat the 2014 Lakers Showcase team by a score of 8-3, and they beat the Northern Wings 2014 team by a score of 11-2 yesterday. SDP went 2-1 in pool play, earning their spot in the semifinals. Each of the second place teams in the other two pools finished with a record of 1-1-1, which created an opening for SDP to get in with our two victories. We beat the 2015 Blades Maroon team 4-2 on Friday. We lost to the Capital City Kraken 6-0 yesterday, and we beat the Lab Rats Black yesterday by a score of 3-1. The Blades are led by Colton Stewart of Hastings. He was a member of the Team Minnesota team that won the Brick Tournament in Edmonton this summer. The first ever Brick win for a Team Minnesota squad. Stewart leads the tournament in points with 11, scoring 7 goals along with 4 assists. The Blades also boast 4 of the top 8 scorers in the tournament. Griffin O'Leary, another stellar player for the Blades. He has 7 assists and 1 goal on the tournament. The boys have their work cut out for them today. They know it's going to take their best game to compete. We will see what they bring this morning. I am in the opposite end of the rink from what we were in yesterday. There's a big crowd in the corner that I was filming in last time, and we do expect to see a little bit more action in this end of the rink. What that means is that the scoreboard and the clock are behind me, so I will be keeping you up to date on the time regularly. The officials have checked with the goalies. They are ready. Puck is on the ice. Let's play hockey. Scribner, Mertz, and Roysum on the ice for SDP to begin, along with Ogborn and Snyder. Blades come in, get the first shot. That goes off of a stick and up into the netting. Draw goes right to the Blades, and they backhand it over the shoulder of Severson for the game's first goal. And that is how quickly they will make you pay. Scribner had the face-off on his stick, pushed it into the middle of the ice. We would like to see that go out towards the corner, and the Blades picked it up and got a quick backhand shot and scored. Now off the draw, SDP gets into the Blade zone. Ogborn battling for it along the boards. He holds it in, sends it in deep on net. Let's see if I can fix the camera here. Puck over behind the goal. Scribner centers. And that was saved by the goaltender. It looked like a good opportunity. I couldn't tell if we had scored or not. Scribner and Mertz pairing up to create an offensive zone chance for SDP. Now Johnson, Purdue, and let's see if it's Graff again. Yes, Graff is at forward on this line, same as yesterday, which means we'll see Haley at defense again. Blades carry it in the SDP zone, and a quick, hard shot that goes wide. That was O'Leary, 39 with the shot. He's making moves. He gets it back out to the point, and shot. Well, that was a hard pass that goes down low. Jan's another one of the leading scorers in the tournament, along with Borgstad. So we're seeing their top line right now. 87 Borgstad also has 8 points on the tournament. Price doing everything he can to battle down low, along with Schmidt. Johnson. Graff goes in and creates a loose puck. We need to skate to it. Get there quicker. Johnson chips it up ahead, but the Blades hold it in. Graff takes it away and banks it out and is going to ice the puck to relieve the pressure. And that will allow SDP to change. 12:55 to go in period number 1. Jackler now centering. Viscari and Green. Beeler and Haley are our defensemen. Green up to Viscari. Jackal and Haley got tied up with each other. That allows the Blades to gain the zone, and a blocked shot by Beeler. Nice stick there. And now Haley going the other way. He carries it into the zone. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit here. Now the Blades exit, get through neutral ice, carrying it into the SDP zone, making a move, cutting towards center. Severson got a stick on it. Haley gets it out towards Hiscari, but he's not able to handle it, and it goes back in. Jackal creates a loose puck. There's a shot and a save by Severson. 11:59 to go in period number 1. Scribner now taking the draw for SDP. Blades, a shot, backhand shot by O'Leary, and that is held by Severson, and we'll have another draw in the SDP zone. Scribner wins the draw right back to Severson, who sends it over to the wall. Mertz sends it straight to the defenseman of the Blades, who sends it right back into Severson, who makes a pad save. Ogborn up ahead to Mertz. Mertz skates it out. He shoots, and that's a pad save. A rebound grab by Royston. He sends it in. And the Blades are able to pick it up and come the other way. Snyder gets a stick on it. Now Leary trying to make a play. Comes back up to the point. Shot. Deflection by O'Leary. Rebound. Another shot. Another save. Multiple saves by Severson. And Scribner's able to chip it out and relieve the pressure. What a great sequence for the goaltender of SDP. Keeping the Blades off the board. And they are right back in, creating another zone opportunity. Purdue tries to get it out, but they got a stick on it. Now it goes over to Graff. Graff gains the zone. And the Blades take it away there behind the net. Johnson puts a man into the boards, and now the Blades come out. Moving it ahead into the SDP zone, getting to the slot, and a low shot beats Severson. For the second goal of the game for the Blades, with 10:10 to go in the first period. SDP brings out Jackal, centering Hiscari and Green. Wheeler and Haley are the defensemen. Blades ice the puck, and that'll go down to the other end for a draw in the offensive zone of SDP. Jackal wins the draw to Beeler. Beeler backhand chip down into the corner. Hiscari battling for it there. Comes around up the wall. Jackal coming from behind with great effort. Creates loose puck. Now it goes back into the Blade zone where they pivot, regroup, make a couple passes, and come back into the SDP zone. Making a move behind the net, trying to get it to center, but Jackal's stick was there to knock it away. A shot on Severson. Rebound sat loose for a moment. Haley picks it up. Haley sends it up ahead of Jackal. Jackal to Green. And into the Blades zone. STP going off for a change. Blades taking advantage and carrying it in. Scribner sends O'Leary to the ice. And a save by Severson. And a shot attempt by the Blades. Snyder now sends it around here to the near corner. Mertz moves it ahead to Scribner. Scribner skates it into the Blades zone, and a shot. And that's saved by the goaltender. And it goes over to the left wall. Blades back the other way. Action is fast in this first period with 8:30 to go. Blades up ahead, zone entry. Snyder needs to get on him. 2-on-1. They got numbers. That's a shot off of Severson. Scribner sends it ahead to Mertz. Mertz sends it over to the boards, but the Blades hold it and come back into the SDP zone, trying to chip it ahead. Nice effort by Ogborn to get it out to the corner. Blades shoot. Save Severson. Over in the corner, Ogborn fighting there. Along with Scribner. Scribner chips it ahead over here into the near corner. And he gets it ahead to Mertz. One touch to Roysum. Roysum has his stick lifted, but he gets the red line, is able to dump it in. Blades move it up ahead. Johnson in the corner. The Blades sends it over to the opposite corner. Drop pass to Kennedy. Couple of quick passes. Now gets it to O'Leary. O'Leary looking for the backdoor pass. Good sticks by SDP to deny that chance, and Graff goes the other way. He skates it into the Blades zone and down into the corner. O'Leary picks it up and carries it in. He sends it off of the pad of Severson. Nice save. Price sends it around. Purdue trying to jam it ahead. Blades hold it in, goes back to Schmidt. Schmidt up to Keegan Green. Green skates it up the left wall and sends it into the Blades zone. Blades take it from behind their own net. And against a team as skilled as the Blades, if we're going to dump pucks in, they're going to send it right back out and take it the length of the ice back into our zone. Jackal ties up his man. Piscari tries to push it ahead, but the Blades hold. They make a couple of passes and a shot that goes wide. Now a shot from the point, saves Severson. He needs to get on it, and the Blades put it right back into him. He freezes it with 5:50 to go in period number 1. Shot right off the draw. I assume that's Stewart. With the green gloves and helmet stickers of Team Minnesota right here in front of us. And there's a shot. There's a save by Severson. And a second chance opportunity. Goal by Borgestad. With 5:33 to go in period number 1. Rebound control is going to be important for SDP today. If we give up second chance opportunities, the Blades will make us pay for those. Off the draw, Beeler gains the red line and sends it in. And as they do, the Blades send it right back out. To carry the puck into the zone more than dump it in, because if we dump it in, the Blades are going to pick it up behind their goal like they did just now, send it right back out, couple of passes, now they're coming the other way. O'Leary gets sent into the wall by Beeler. Beeler sends it around. Royston up ahead off the skate of Mertz. Mertz gets it to Scribner. Scribner skates it into the zone, down low. Backhanded Mertz, and it was off of his stick and just missed the goal. Now it's over on the right side. And the Blades with an exit. They gain the SDP zone. Good effort by Haley to deny them, and now it gets tied up in front of the SDP bench. Haley into the skates of Mertz. Blades take it away. Spinning around in neutral ice, now carrying it in. But a good stick by Ogborn, gets it up to Purdue. Purdue backhand chip, but the Blades, oh, now we go. Raff was making moves, and he was denied. He was in all alone with the goaltender. Snyder was trying to get it out, but the Blades blocked that, brought it in offsides, and we will have a face-off in the neutral zone with 3:45 remaining in period number 1. Maverick Johnson sends the face-off to the defenseman of the Blades. They get it in. Pushing and shoving in front of the SDP bench. Back out to neutral ice. Graff and Purdue fighting for the puck at neutral ice. Graff started to carry it in, but met by 2 or 3 Blades skaters, and they take it away. They come back in. To the far corner. Johnson and Snyder fighting for it. Puck goes all the way down, deflected, icing waved off. And here come the Blades with a shot, a rebound, and they're able to get it in the back of the net. That's Borgestad again. With 2:44 to go in period number 1. The Blades have scored their 4th goal.
I know the name.
Max Peterson.
Ryan Mueller's been done choice. He's never come back. He's coming back this week.
Iscari from neutral ice sends the puck into the Blade zone. Jackal going in on the forecheck. Blade skater plays it behind the back to himself and makes a quick exit. Green back into Jackal. Jackal has Iscari. Iscari with a shot. And a great save by the goaltender. .2:16 to go in period number 1. That was a nice opportunity for SDP. Now Iscari with a shot, and that's a goal! SDP goal for Keegan Green. Iscari shot it immediately off the draw, and Green buried the rebound. 2:13 to go, and SDP is on the board. Scribner now takes the draw. Blades playing it D to D in their own end. Out to neutral ice. They carry it in and score. Is that Stewart? 81. He's subbing, so he just has the Blades jersey. Okay. So that's Colton Stewart with the 5th goal for the Blades. 1:57 to go in period number 1. Adding to his tournament leading total.
Sounds fun.
Scribner moving the puck up ahead. Blades take it in their own end behind their goal. Quick pivot. Outlet pass. And they carry it through neutral ice. On the attack again. Stewart making a move. Trying to get it back door, but they did not connect there. Mertz and Beeler battling for it. Pushing it up ahead. Back to Stewart. Stewart carries it in, and that's going to be an SDP penalty. Scribner, 91, going to the box. Let's see what the signal is, but it was as he was trying to defend the attack of Stewart. Hooking is the call. 1:07 to go in period number 1. 2-minute SDP penalty kill with Purdue, Graff, Snyder, and Ogborn. Ogborn to Snyder dangerously in front of our own goal, but he's able to get it to Graff. Graff with speed into the Blade zone. He shoots, and that goes around to the right side, and the Blades are coming back on the attack, entering the SDP zone. O'Leary setting it up, getting it to the point. Now back to O'Leary. Back to Johnson. Back to O'Leary. And O'Leary fires it into the back of the net for a power play goal for the Blades with 33.6 to go. Billy Royson giving Purdue some instruction on how to better play that shorthanded situation, the penalty kill situation. He needed to be more active with his skates and his stick. SDP wins the draw. Snyder dumps it in. Johnson in on the forecheck. Now it comes to Purdue. Purdue with a shot that goes wide to the right. Blades coming back the other way. Down into the near corner. Snyder picks it up along the far wall, sends it ahead to Graff. Graff chips it up ahead. And that will do it for period number 1. Tough first period for the SDP boys as the Blades were relentless on the attack as expected, notching 6 goals against Severson. The lone SDP goal came from Keegan Green on a rebound on a shot from Hiscari. Coach Billy coaching up the boys after first intermission. Giving any words of wisdom and encouragement and inspiration that he can. It was a very loud SDP chant by the boys to break the huddle, so their spirits have not been dampened too much by the results of the first period. Everyone knew coming in that this is going to be a stiff test, and we'll see what the boys bring out in the second period here now as we are underway. Stewart of the Blades carries in. Puck got tied up in the middle of the ice right in front. Now it comes back out to the point, D to D over to the left, skating in, shooting, and held by Severson. Blades with a quick change. Draw goes to STP, but they send it right to the defenseman of the Blades, who skates it in and takes a shot that goes wide and over to the right-hand boards. Now down below, Jackal sends it around, but nobody's there. Hiscari goes to his spot, and now he picks it up. He's trying to carry it ahead, but having a tough time handling the puck. O'Leary carries it back in for the Blades. He's winding up. He shoots, and that's a save by Severson. Goes over to the right corner. Now back up to the left point. Blades send in a shot. There's a scrum in front of the net, and Keegan Green comes out with it. Green carrying into the Blade zone, and he tosses it in to allow SDP to change Scribner, who's out in the box. Comes in. Royson now fighting for it behind Beeler. The low shot. Scribner was trying to get a stick on the rebound for another shot, but the Blades are able to exit. Stewart carries in, makes a move, makes another move, makes a shot, saves Severson, and a rebound goal by the Blades. Severson had a big slide over to make the first save, and then that put him in a difficult position to recover and make the next save. The Blades are able to make us pay. 12:48 to go in period number 2. And SDP on the attack momentarily. Blades get the exit back out. Mertz takes it away, gets it to Scribner. Scribner and Mertz with a 2-on-1 opportunity. Scribner to Mertz, backhand, and misses the net. Those are the opportunities where you have to convert if we're going to score against the Blades. Oh, come on. That's terrible. Haley's going to go to the box for hitting Stewart, and Stewart stayed on his feet the whole time. He continued to skate right through that hit. That's not Haley. Who went in? Is that Mertz? Scribner? Sorry. Folks trying to get an ID on who's in the box there. I thought it was a Haley hit on Stewart, but that must not be what they called. That's when the official's hand went up. Nonetheless, it is Blades power play. And they quickly paint the top corner of the net with a goal, which will release Mertz from the box. We are now in running time due to a 6-goal differential. 10:40 remaining in the second period. O'Leary makes Purdue look silly with a move as Purdue ended up on the ice. O'Leary ended up shooting. Griff just has so much skill with the puck. He's a tough one to defend. Griff plays his winter hockey in Osseo Maple Grove, for those who don't know. He was on the Squirt A Crimson team last year with Henry Graff, who just had the puck. Now it goes down to Purdue. Purdue tried to backhand it towards the net. O'Leary up ahead along the right-hand wall. He drives towards center, makes a move, goes past Severson and scores. O'Leary's showing those silky smooth hands, speed and edge work. Coach Billy Royson elects to take our one timeout of the game with 8:40 remaining in the second period. That 8:40 does continue to tick due to running time. The timeout does not apparently stop the game clock in running time. Game clock now stopped with 8 minutes remaining in period number 2. Jack. Whistle off the draw. Jackal removed from the face-off circle. Green takes the draw for SDP. Blades quickly into the SDP zone. Stewart making moves. Gets a shot on Severson. Pad save. Price chips it up ahead. And that's a goal for the Blades. O'Leary takes the draw for the Blades. Keegan Green was on the puck momentarily. Now a couple of passes. Blades exit the zone into the SDP zone. O'Leary driving the net, shoots, and that goes wide. Low shot by the Blades, goes wide right. Keegan Green picks it up along the right wall, sends it up ahead. Blades take it away at neutral ice. Jackal takes it there, backhands it into the zone. Wasn't really a play to be made there. Now the Blades into the circle with a hard shot that hits iron, hits the left post and goes to the left wall. Mertz tried to force it up ahead along the wall, and now it gets dumped out to neutral ice. SDP forwards will change. Blades back the other way. And they send it through the crease over to the left boards. Mertz just ices the puck, and we're starting to see more of those panic type plays from our boys where they get the puck on their stick and immediately fire it to nowhere in particular. We saw that with Jackal sending the backhander into the zone, just trying to get it off of his blade quickly, and then we see it with Mertz icing the puck as soon as he touched it. Something I've seen before when you face the boys face a team that is highly skilled and has tons of speed. They try to speed up the decision making, and not always the best. There's Mertz with a shot. Now the Blades back into the SCB zone. They drive, they shoot. It goes behind the goal. Lots of bodies contesting the puck. Down low in the zone. Now it goes up to Roysam. Roysam skating in, driving wide, pinning the puck to the boards. Puck comes out. Blades go the other way. Haley takes it away and sends it up ahead. No SDP teammate there, but Graf is coming in quickly with speed right into your living room or your phone, whatever you're watching this on. Graf takes it away. Johnson goes through the Blades skater, but another one comes and takes it, and just like that, they flip the ice, go the other way, shoot, hit the crossbar, and it goes up into the netting. Johnson centering Purdue and Graf. Pass from Graff up to Purdue. Purdue skating it ahead. Tried to feed it towards Graff at the front of the net. That went off of a Blades skate. Johnson here with a heavy hit. The official had his back turned. If he was facing that hit, he might have made a call against Johnson. Now the Blades in, one-on-one with Severson. They shoot. Severson gets the initial save, and the Blades get the rebound goal. 2:58 remaining and counting in the running time. Second period. And the Blades have started to play their players out of position. They have O'Leary and Stewart playing defense where they would normally be center and forward. So outside of asking the players to switch and play with their offhand, it's about as much as they can do under the circumstances to not pile it on any worse than they already are. O'Leary moves it up to the point. There's a shot. Pad save Severson. Ogborn pivots in his own end. Pivots again. Gets it out to Keegan Green. Green out of the reach of Snyder, and O'Leary regroups in his own end. Gets it to Stewart. Stewart to Bryant. Goes up into the SDP zone. Gets pinned into the corner. Now it comes out. Bodies flying everywhere. Up to Keegan Green. Green. Centers. Jackal wasn't quite there yet. And the Blades back out the other way and offsides. Fortunate for SDP there, as Colton Stewart was about to be one-on-one with Severson. 48 seconds and counting in the second period. Price up ahead to Mertz. Mertz sends it in, and O'Leary plays it out to the wing. Roysum gets it, and that's through. That's a goal. Cooper Mertz beats the goaltender down low through the 5-hole. Roysum with the assist. And that will tick off the remaining time in the second period. Five goals for the Blades in the second period, 1 goal for SDP. this means for the overall tournament. This is a semifinal game, so the winner of this will advance to the championship game at 3 o'clock this afternoon. The losing team will go to the third place game at 3:15 this afternoon. The other semifinal game is being played right now, and that game is 2015 Machine Orange versus the Capital City Kraken. Whichever team wins that game will face the Blades in the championship game this afternoon. Whichever team loses that game will play SDP at 3:15. Saved by Severson. Purdue puts his man into the boards. Shot, save, Severson. Johnson centering Purdue, and Graff. It goes into the skate of Graff. Haley sends it out to the wall. Now it goes up to the point. Shot blocked by Graff. Purdue picks it up there. Purdue gets it under, he sends it up ahead under the stick of Graff, and that'll go all the way down for icing, and we'll come back in. Purdue's own draw. Coach Billy giving Purdue some instruction on how to handle that situation. Johnson wins it to Graff. Graff gets it to Johnson. And the Blades take it away, come back the other direction down into the SDP zone. Beeler riding his man into the corner. Beeler gets to Purdue. Purdue up ahead, out of the reach of Johnson. That's going to be icing. And SDP will change. Timeout called by the Blades. Minutes remaining in the game. And that will continue to tick. Jackal wins it towards Hiscari, not able to handle that, and it comes down into the corner. Blades move it back up to the point. Shot, save Severson. exchange all 5. Ogborn skates it up ahead for SDP. Skates it along the left wall. Gets it to center. Hiscari from below the goal line was trying to get it to Green, but couldn't get it through. Now the Blades back into the SDP zone. Shot, saves Severson. Rebound, sits out front for a moment. Green completely missed the puck as he tried to send the pass up ahead. Jackal, backhand up to Green. Green moving it up along the left wall, looking for Hiscari, and it goes off the stick of O'Leary. Now Hiscari takes it into the circle and a shot, and that goes wide and over to the left side. Now Ogborn at the left point has a couple of Blades players on him, and they take away the puck. Moving it over to the right side. Ogborn takes it away, neutral ice. Couple of moves. Gets it up ahead, looking for Scribner, and that deflects up and through the crease. Mertz backhands it into neutral ice to Roysum to Scribner. Scribner back into the Blades end. Blades now driving in. Behind the SDP goal, moving it up to the high slot. Now D to D over to Stewart. Stewart pivots. He skates around all the SDP players and sends a shot into Severson. 8:15 to go in running time, third period. Blades with a shot off the glove of Severson, sat down on the ice in front for a moment before Graff takes it out. Schmidt up ahead. Blades hold it back in. Purdue was taking off but forgot the puck. Blades back in. Nice defense by Joshua Price. Rick Johnson sends the skate puck handler to the boards. He backhands it up ahead to Graff. Blades take it away from Graff. Back into the SDP zone. Now Price up to Purdue. Purdue to Graff. Graff back to Purdue on the right wall. Graff takes it in the corner. Both Purdue and Graff fighting for it. Puck comes out to the left wing, and Blades back through neutral ice into the SDP zone. Driving, shooting, that goes through the crease. 6:20 to go. Tacker Schmidt to Purdue. Purdue ships it up ahead and heads off for a change. Blades bring it in through neutral ice into the SDP zone. Now it's sitting loose for a moment. Hiscari sends it up to Green. Blades now carrying it back into the SDP zone for a moment. Got tied up by some sticks. Now a shot by Jans. Top shelf. Over the shoulder of Severson. That's a goal for the Blades. 5:20 to go and counting. zone and has his pass intercepted by Scribner. Scribner makes a couple of nice moves, had the goalie out of position, but not able to find the back of the net there. .420 to go. Snyder, low shot off the stick of Mertz. Now the Blades carry it back out. Osborne takes it away. Nice defensive play by Snyder, playing the body and not the puck. In front of the net, Blades aren't able to convert. They continue to work the puck around. Block shot by Mertz. Snyder gets tripped, and that will be an SDP power play with 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Run time, third period. So by the time they get the penalty administered, that will be SDP power play for most of the remaining time in the game. Johnson, Purdue, and Graff on the ice, along with Schmidt and Price. Zoom in on that end for you. Schmidt to Price. Price to Graff. And the Blades clear. And the Blades with a couple of quick passes. Get Borgestad in the slot, and he sends it past Severson for another Blades goal. Purdue to Graff, and that was nearly an SDP goal. It was a nice feed by Purdue to Graff. Couldn't quite connect. Schmidt pops the puck up over Price. Down low. .30 seconds to go in the game. Johnson gets it to Purdue in the zone. Purdue with a shot, and it's off the pad of the goaltender and over to the left wall. Graff erases the puck carrier. Now Beeler gets it to Haley. Couldn't quite handle that one. And now it comes down to this end where Hiskari picks it up. And that will do it. That was just about as difficult a game as we expected coming in. We knew the Blades were a formidable opponent. The boys played hard, and and the coaches kept coaching with energy throughout. Kudos to them. With that, the Blades will head to the championship game this afternoon at 3 p.m. against the winner of Machine Orange and the Capital City Kraken. SDP will head to the third place game this afternoon at 3:15 against the losing team between the Blades and the Capital City Kraken, Machine Orange and Capital City Kraken. Regardless of which team we face, it will be another difficult opponent this afternoon. Boys will have their work cut out for them. And we will see you then.